If you're thinking about moving to Naples, Florida in 2024, there really are 4 things that you need to know before you move here and make a costly mistake. Number 1 is traffic. In general, Naples is not nearly as congested as a major city. However, we do have an influx in traffic during certain times of the year. So from about October into April, that is our tourist season, and that is when people are coming to snowbird, they're staying for a few months, and they're coming with their cars. So now you're having kids being picked up from school, dropped off at school, people heading to work, coming home from work. So that's sort of your normal traffic pattern and expected times of heavy traffic. But then you're also taking all of the tourist cars and also putting that on top of the traffic that you already have. And so we do see a lot of delays, we do see accidents, and that's kind of something that you need to know about before you move here, is that influx of tourists and the traffic that comes with that as well. Number 2, and to piggyback off of that, is public transportation in Naples. If public transportation is your main mode of transportation, it will be challenging to get around Naples quite easily. So the preferred and sort of the main mode of transportation here is people having their own cars. And again, that puts more traffic on the road and again, causes more heavier delays, right? So it's not impossible to get around on the public bus system. However, it will be limited in the amount of service, in the amount of times that the buses are running. So something that you need to know for sure before moving here if you rely heavily on public transportation. Number 3, weather and climate. We are in a tropical climate here in Naples, Florida, which means that our summers are hot and humid, and our winters are dry and a lot more enjoyable. And that's why we have so many snowbirds that come here for winter, because they want to get out of the snow, they want to get out of the cold, and they want to come enjoy the beach. But with that, of course, with that weather climate, we get hurricane season, and that typically runs from June through the end of November. So while we're not shoveling snow and we're not dealing with icy conditions, we do absolutely have to look out for hurricane season and be prepared for that. And a lot of the general stuff that you do for hurricane preparedness is making sure you have flashlights, batteries, that you have extra kind of canned foods in the house, and have gallons of water for each family member. That's definitely something that we definitely do before each hurricane season. And to tie into that, number 4, you need to know that homeowners insurance costs are pretty high in Florida, and they've been elevated as a result of very active hurricane seasons. So because hurricane damage has happened over the last few hurricane seasons, and insurers had to pay out on a lot of those claims, a lot of insurers also went bankrupt and ended up pulling out of the Florida market in general. So you had insurers that had to pay out a lot of claims, and then a lot less supply of insurers, which really kind of drove up a lot of the insurance premiums that we're seeing here. This is, of course, a very important part of the home purchase piece. And there are things that you can do to help lower your homeowner's insurance. So definitely part of the equation, but something you absolutely need to know about before you move here. If you have any questions about moving here, such as school zones, neighborhoods, or just in general about moving to Naples, Florida, be sure to drop them in the comments down below.